Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we, I think this is episode 14 now, where we are restoring the 72 Nova, and we're pretty much done with the mechanical. Pretty much done, like 99%. We're going to start a little bit on the body, because on this episode I promised you we're going to paint underneath the deck lid and see what that hugger orange looks like. Now I'm going to take that off. I just ordered a jack instruction decal, so we're going to take this off, sand it all down, prep it real good. I don't think there's any rust. There's this little emblem here from the 68 Chevy 2 emblem. I'll take that off. I'll have to check. I think that's a dealer tag rivets or screws there. Probably fill that in. I'm not sure where the Nova is on this. I'll have to check it. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna try to get all this prepped today and primed so we can paint this here, but if not, we'll just paint the bottom. Of course, I'd like to do the door jambs too, but I'm trying to fit everything what I can do in one day. I've been slacking off the last few days because it's been only in the high 40s, but it's supposed to be about 60 today, and then the next 3 days it's going to be in the high 70s, 76, 78. Great working weather, so I'll get a lot done in the next video. This video here, I'm not sure what I can get done in, I guess, 2 days. We'll get that done. Like I said, we pretty much got it mechanically done. I'm gonna bring it over towards here to the water hose, and all underneath there that I haven't painted, it's all full of dust, dirt, dried up mud type stuff from driving on gravel roads. I'm gonna just power wash all that off there and paint everything that I haven't painted black. And then, as you can see, she's sitting way too low in the back, and it has air shocks on it. Don't know if they work, but I bought the new, I think they're in that bag over there. I bought the new airline kit, but I don't want to put that, I want to put that on after it's painted under there. So we won't get that done this video. So we have to get that ass end up. If them air shocks leak, I'll probably have to buy a new set. Don't know if I'll go with shackles on this yet. I think I'd rather go with the air shocks. Okay, I don't want to go too much into the wiring mess that I got going on here, but the front harness is a 68, and then the 72 is in there, and I kind of rigged them together. And that fuse block down there, I just found out I can get that whole front. I wish I knew before. I can get the whole front harness for 72, so it would just plug right in and work. But I had taken out all the wiring like here. They got all the wiring from the 72 and rearranged it all. But I drew this little schematic here, or not schematic, whatever, of where the 72 did go before I pulled them all out. So I may get another harness for that. The dash, because we're starting on the interior next, but I'd like to get that wiring situated. The whole back harness here goes to the tail lights. That's all screwed up. Same with the 68. It was all cut up. The reverse light sockets aren't even on there. For $100 I can get the whole rear harness, so I think I'll probably do that. So basically I'm trying to get this wiring situation all done before I get some other, like the interior. Okay, the dash pad, I can't believe the prices on these. I bought one years ago. I think it was $150 for the whole dash pad. Now they're like $285. I've got an old one in my yard, and it's so far gone though, I don't know whether I can save it like I did on the 78 Nova and Aspen and cut it all up and fill it in and recover it. I might try that. That'll be later on. And then we're gonna paint, we're gonna sand all this dash here and paint black. I bought a few parts. I got the, oh, I didn't realize that was I'll probably get that too. Is that the tire? Whatever little decal that is. I got the glove box liner. And what else did I order? I ordered some Kill Matte stuff. I watched too much DD Speed Shop. He just bought a whole thing and put it on every inch of the car, all in his headliner. Every square inch of the car he did it, but you don't have to. Of course, he lives in -30 below Winnipeg, so I don't blame him for trying to get some insulation in there. But I bought some mainly because I got that exhaust up pretty high on this floor. So I'm gonna do this part here, so you know it doesn't just heat up the carpet and boil it. Mainly you use it to put on, see this is, I think the other side, so it's mainly for the tinniness of the metal, so you know, so it doesn't rattle and make tinny noises. So really you would just put a square here, you know, and maybe one here, you know, stuff like that. You don't have to cover every square inch, but I may cover this whole area here because that's where the exhaust goes, and then just put a couple of pieces over here. So that's coming to, I did find the fender louvers that go below the Nova emblem. There's the outline of the Nova emblem. Those little louvers that go here, I finally found them. H&H Chevrolet parts or something. I think they were like $31 each. I got them coming. I got new trunk rubber because this trunk rubber here is just an old piece from another car. I was just kind of stuck it on there so to keep the water out, but of course there's some water here. It hasn't really rained. This is just from morning dew and stuff. It might have rained just a hair, but I got the jack thing here now. Like I said, I got the jack instructions thing coming for this, and I know that the base of the jack goes on top of the wheel, and then the nut goes on it. But the 78 doesn't, because the 78 has a whole different jack system. But this one has the old type here, and I think that's the bracket for it there. It goes across here. Yeah, this is the bracket here. It sticks in there, comes out here, and screws in, and then the base goes on there. But I don't even think I have a jack of that style, so I'm going to try to get that. I got the speakers in there, but no speaker wires, so I'm probably going to run the speaker wires just so since I got the room now, and then mount that spare in there. Anyway, I don't want to get too far. Here's that harness here. It's so the whole rear harness is screwed up. This is the harness from the 68. It's just butchered together. Look at all the connections and everything. Okay, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Like I said, this one's not going to be very much production on this video for 2 days. The next one will be. We'll get a lot done on the next one because it's going to be in the 70s every day. Okay, so I'll be back when I just wanted to go over what we're going to get done here in the near future. Okay, so I'll be back in a little bit. Here's Kitty. Okay, I got it ready to prime and paint. I didn't do the best job. The best way to do is strip it all the way down the metal. So I already spent a few hours just getting all that off, and I sprayed some rust neutralizer on it there. Actually yesterday. This is the next day. Okay, and then I got this jam done. I'm gonna paint it from here up. I'm gonna save this area here for later. And it had some pitting in it from the rust, so I put a little bit of Bondo, a little bit of putty there, and so I got that smoothed out a little bit. Okay, I'll be back in a minute there. I'll spray some primer, then paint on it. Okay guys, here's the paint we're going to use. I think I showed you earlier when it was in the box. I've never tried this paint before, but it's some guy in Missouri, I believe, that makes it. And I think that's all he sells, is this acrylic enamel. Different colors he has, $104.95. So there's the gallon of paint, high gloss Hugger orange. We're going to see if it's high gloss. Then the hardener and a reducer. And he gives a little mixing thing and a couple strainers and stir sticks. So I'll mix some of that up here in a minute and show you. I will put the eBay screenshot of this. He's not I'm not endorsing him or sponsorship with him or nothing like that. Just that's what I bought. I won't know how good it is till probably a year from now to see if it's faded out or flaked off or whatever. But for now, we're gonna give it a shot. So I'll be back. Okay, let me let that dry, and I can put another coat on it here in a minute. I'll be back. Okay guys, here's the trunk jam. Paint a little orange in that. And this is the deck lid. I put 3 coats on it. Seemed to cover pretty good. It's shining right now out in the sun. It's about 70 degrees out. Get a different angle here. Got the animals taking a nap. Little kitty over here. Taking a nap, kitty? Okay, next little job. Here's the kick panels. I've kind of scuffed them down a little bit. I'm going to wipe them down with thinner. Then I'm going to spray some adhesive promoter on them. And then this is a little bit of the vinyl paint I had left over from the 78. And I bought another can the other day. So I'm going to just spray it with black. Okay, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, this is the adhesive promoter I use. And we'll just put a light coat of that on there right before you paint it. Okay. It's not spraying real good. There's not much left in this can, but use it up. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for another coat or two on there. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Got her jacked up in the air. We're going to use the pressure washer here. Just a cheap one I bought at Lowe's, but it does the job. And we're going to get all this mud and dirt and crap. See it all coming down? Okay, let me get that all cleaned up and I'll be back. Okay guys, got a couple of coats black on there on the kick panels. I think that's good enough. Got all the mud and stuff cleaned up from underneath there. And it's getting late in the day now, but tomorrow it'll be all dry. I'm going to get under there and paint all the rest of that black underneath there, and then run those air shock. These are the air shock lines here. I'll run them, check them out. But I'm going to end this video. I know it's a short one, but I just had a couple of cold days there where I didn't really do much. But I'm going to be really rocking and rolling here the next week because it's going to be in the high 70s. Except for Christmas. I'm going out to family for Christmas. And everybody else. Yeah, I won't have a video up for till after Christmas. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. And just laying out what we're going to do next video. Like I said, paint underneath there black, that'll be kind of boring, so I probably won't record much. Then get those air shocks working, run them speaker wires, probably mount that spare tire, mess with the wiring some more. The kill mat should be in any day. So I'll show you that, like I said, where I'm going to put that. Geez, I don't know, I got a bunch of stuff. I'll put that deck lid back on, probably put some new rubber on there. Start with this interior probably. Oh, I gotta find my old dash. Fixing to go down and look for that. Probably paint it flat black up here. And then gloss black down there. And hopefully I can recover that old dash that I got. I'll have to go look for that right as soon as I finish this video. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Try to get all that wrapped up. Well, the wiring, I'm not sure on that yet. You're gonna have to figure out what works and what don't work. What works so far that I know is it starts. So the ignition and all that works. The lights I did try, the headlights come on. Don't have the signals hooked up, but the windshield, the washer, wiper there. It's like it's all power to it, but it's not going on and off, and the switch don't seem to do nothing. Although I haven't got all this apart yet. I'm going to pull that down, make sure that's even plugged in. Yeah, it probably is, but these, I think, wires were for the horn. I have to figure out all that wiring, and then we'll figure out what works and what don't from that 68 harness. If there's too much stuff that don't work or screwed up, I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy that front harness for 185 bucks plus shipping. I think it was too. I didn't check on that, but I may have to buy that and spend 100 on the rear light harness and put all that in. So I don't know. Got that to mess with and check out. Trying to wrap everything up before we do the body work, but it's getting pretty close to getting all that wrapped up. We'll be starting on the body, which it'll take a while. I just sprayed this down, and there's like 4 little hail dents on that hood, but it's not bad. It's actually better than the other hood. I thought the other hood was better, but it was hammered. Yeah, and I got a lot of parts to start ordering. Like I said, I got a bunch ordered already, but the big stuff I haven't ordered, whether I need a dash or not. Carpet, that's the other thing too. The seats, we're gonna have to I may have to modify these brackets on the seat because they're kind of curved. Anyway, I'm gonna put them in there. I haven't put them in since I put the headliner in, so I'm gonna see the height of it, because it looked like it was pretty tall. Anyway, we'll do all that next video. So thanks everybody for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll get to the finish line with this. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. Hit the notification bell, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.